Do you maybe have one or two products already selling well on Amazon and you want to take it to the next level and you wonder how you can scale and scale fast? In this video I'll share how exactly I was able to scale from 0 to 6-figure a month, which is more than $100,000 every month revenue, selling on Amazon in my first year, and I'll share all the tips and all the options for you to grow and grow fast. Let's start. Hi, my name is Tomer from sourcingmonster.com. Welcome to another video, and if it's your first time here and you want to learn how you can create your own Amazon brand selling private label products from anywhere in the world, start now by subscribing to the channel and click the bell so you don't miss any upcoming video. Okay, so we'll start with this very important video, how to scale, and this meant to people that already started to sell or if they already have one or two products, because I don't want you really to focus on this if you didn't sell any other product yet or it's your first product. You want to have a formula, you want to make sure that you have a product that is already selling well, and now at this stage you just want to replicate this process and just grow, double your income, double your revenue, and just take it to the next level. So I'll share exactly how to do it, how I did it, and how I'm looking at things when I'm trying to expand and grow my business and my portfolio of items in Amazon and obviously in other marketplaces, because once you actually start to have like 3, 4, 5, 6 items, you can take them and just copy paste them into other marketplaces and sell them there as well. You can create the fulfillment orders through Amazon or through Deliver. I just made another video a couple of weeks ago about that, so I can share the link down below so you can see how exactly you do it, but that's not why we are making this video. So let's start right to the point, how to scale fast. First of all, it requires focus, and I put focus 2 times here, and I'll show exactly, let's read it together. What do I mean by saying focus? So your focus should be on one thing, which is product research and sourcing. I was able to identify the more items I bring, the more revenue I grow, which is a simple math. My strategy was to focus on items that don't cost a lot so I can add more items and increase my chances to succeed. Okay, so I will break it down into 2 parts as far as the focus. First of all, you want to identify what is really helping you to grow the revenue. In my case, it was adding more products. So let's take it and break it down also to the strategy by adding products, because obviously at the beginning your cash flow, you are tied with cash flow, so you cannot really add 10, 20 items at a time. You have to think, okay, how I can still add more products with the same cash flow that I have. So I was able to take items that are very cheap to source, like up to $3, and was able to launch 2, 3, 4 of them at the beginning until I was getting enough cash flow to buy more inventory and of course to add more expensive items like 5, 6, 7 or even $10, $15 the sourcing cost or the landed cost. Of course you will sell them for more, but that was the strategy. Second thing, focus on the things that brought you success. Identify what was the thing you did successfully with your first or second product and double your energy on them. Could be photography, sourcing, whatever. So this is something that for every person or business it would be maybe different. In my case, I knew that I'm good and I'm passionate about sourcing the products and creating a really good system around it for photography, for copywriting and all of that, creating a good system on that and then scaling. Just so my focus was on creating the systems, being efficient in what I do with the sourcing, with finding items and just doing them faster and faster. So I was focusing on learning and improving this process only. Yes, I had other things that I did, but I really didn't focus on them. That's why I see a lot of people and sellers focusing on many chat sequences, on giveaways, but for me I didn't really do it because it would take a lot of my time focusing on the bottom line. So you always want to focus on the bottom line, which is the product sourcing. So product sourcing, it's something that is super important for me. Of course, you want to discover what worked for you. Try to analyze, okay, you had 1 or 2 successful products. You want to analyze and see what was that one thing or the process that you were super good at and just focus and double your energy on. Third thing is credit. Obviously, at some point, just before Q4, actually, in my case, I had like couple of good items, and I knew that I was always hearing that Q4 would the sales will spike like up to 3, 4, even 10 times some sellers with the normal times. So I thought to myself, with the current inventory that I have, how can I take advantage of this situation, this opportunity, and really scale and grow? So I didn't have enough credit or enough cash flow to really buy enough inventory to support the demand on Q4. So I took $50,000 credit debt on credit card, which was paid off. Now, you have to be responsible with that. When I say responsible, don't just listen to me and take $50,000 credit tomorrow and create 5 or 6 new items. No. First of all, credit I don't really recommend to take for new items, new adventures. Always do it on things that already work. So for example, the credit that I used, not for sourcing new product. It was the current products that are selling very well, and I just wanted to expand and get more inventory. So I had an item that is already working, selling well, and I just wanted to expand. So the risk for me was low because it's an item that is already selling. So always calculate your risks. Yeah, you have risk in anything that you do. You have a risk by going outside and get hit by a car. You could die every moment. You could lose your all money, but you have to really make calculated decisions. You have to really calculated risks. So when you basically say or list all the risks that you have, and then you have, okay, you try to analyze and ask yourself questions. In my case, I took the 50,000 and I said, okay, what could happen worst case? So with 50k, yeah, it's gonna be a big hit, but I know these products are selling well. So worst case, I will just sell it slowly, and I will owe the credit card companies the interest rate, which is super high. But take in mind, I used credit card because I was able to use some new cards will give you 12 or 14 months 0 APR intro because you sign up with them. So that means that for 12 months I will pay 0 interest on them. Yeah, you would have like minimum payment of like 1,000 or percentage of your monthly balance, but this is nothing. So I said to myself, okay, worst case, I will just pay it slower. I was able to pay it like in 2 months. So take risks, sometimes it's good. Use credit in order to scale. Yeah, it's not a must, but your scale and your growth will be slower. Cash flow and never be out of stock. So cash flow is something that is very important. Try always to be on top of your numbers. Try to analyze and know, okay, I'm out of stock this, I will need more. Some people, what happened to them is that they have a successful product, but then they realize they don't have enough money to buy more inventory because they invested that money in a new product. So don't jump right away to new products before you know that you have enough money and cash flow to support demand for existing products. That's something that is super important, because you could fail with that product. You have something that is working here, and you have always to really look at the big picture and move the money around, minimizing your risks. So if you have one product that is selling well versus an item that is unknown whether it's going to, a new one, unknown whether it's going to make it or not in Amazon, and you know that this product selling well, and you are really debating between buying more inventory to that product that sell well, or just smaller amount of inventory against or versus a new item that you don't have any information or data on. You have some limited, but you don't really know how actually it will be received by the Amazon customers. 100 times out of 100 I will go with buying more inventory because it's lowering your risk. So always look at it like that. Outsource, something that is very important, and I only did it toward the end of at the end of the year, my first year, but only now I see the fruits of this, because outsourcing will allow you to really focus on the important things. If you want to scale and grow fast, you can't really doing repetitive tasks, that you have to focus on the important things that brought success, which is, again, in my case, product additions. So I was really focusing on the important things. I didn't really create the shipping plans and all the work around that are repeating. That will allow me to create and source more products. So these are my tips for you if you want to scale and scale fast.